not a lot of guys know this, but especially with all these war-torn countries and stuff like that, Middle East. I'm Yemeni, by the way.
Okay.
That makes anything
better.
Yeah. But a lot of those war-torn countries, it may not be gynocentric or whatnot right now, but in 10, 20 years, when they're going to rebuild, similar to Japan after World War II, how it just ditched its own, culture and stuff like that. The same thing is going to happen in those countries.
I could see that happening. Absolutely, I could see it.
Yeah,
that's a possibility.
It's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy though, and it's cool. It's cool that you're young and you understand these things too. Because I think I'm 1 year older than you. I'm like 20 now.
I'm 22. So, yeah.
I mean, it sucks, man. It sucks. A lot of people just don't get it.
Yeah. That's very true.
Yeah. I don't know.
Absolutely.
But I gotta ask you a question though. What would be your advice to someone else who's also young like yourself and comes from a similar heritage, to just I guess for motivation to keep moving forward.
Well, what are you trying to work towards? What's your goal? That's the thing.
Well, of course, like probably almost any other man, financial stability, trying to keep, I guess keep it cool, like peace and stuff like that. And then thing is, I have this kind of obstacle out of the way because I got my family. They're trying to like get me married in a couple of years, and they keep like forcing it down my back. And I'm just like, I don't know, man. I'm not.
They want you to get married in America.
I'm sorry. What's that?
I said they want you to get married in America.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, they want me to do that here, or they're just like, oh, we'll bring one from over there or stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a horrible idea. That's a horrible idea.
Yeah.
Because if you bring her from over there, she's just going to turn into an American chick.
Exactly. That's actually how most of them started out anyways, when they originally came from over there.
Yeah.
From the 50s and 60s, stuff like that.
Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah, I wouldn't bring them here.
Couldn't agree with you more, brother.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more.
For sure.
Man. No, but I just wanted to, I guess, call in and say that segment. I'm a huge fan of the show. I'm always, I'm always at the office working late nights. Like, I'm listening to your podcast. So
nice.
I'm like, finally someone from a Middle Eastern perspective kind of gets it a little bit because,
exactly.
Typically with, they don't suspect, like a guy, take the red pill and stuff like that, from like the background we come from, and you know what I mean. It's just kind of tough.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, as Middle Eastern guys, I don't know about you at least, but I'm used to being treated like a king by my family. So being in this country and seeing how shitty the women treat their men, and then they try to do that shit to me, I'm like, oh fuck no, bitch. Like, fuck out of here. Like, I can't tolerate that shit for 2 seconds because, dude, like my mom fucking like worshipped me. Like, she did whatever I wanted. Like, she fucking, so like, and same with my aunts and my, and grandparents and shit. Like they gave, like, you know how it is. They spoil the fuck out of us. They cook for us. They clean for us. So it's like, dude, I can't fucking commit to an American woman. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, bitch doesn't even know how to make chicken nuggets, bro.
Sure, absolutely. Well, I guess in terms of my intermediate family, yeah, like my mother's kind of the same way. She's just like, I'll find you a girl, and she'll treat you like a prince, and blah blah blah. And I'm just like,
not here. She's living in the past, man.
Yeah, right, exactly. It's kind of tough, man, because it's like I really don't want to cut that bond off my parents, but at the same time, it's just like.
No,
I don't know, man.
They can't understand the times we're living in. They're not qualified to give you advice.
Right. Yeah. That's true. I just because it's funny because like whenever I try to explain to them, I'm like, look, maybe a couple of years ago, I might have seen eye to eye, but it's nowadays it's just kind of like they expect you to have the same life as them. But you tell them, like, I'm not going to be depressed when I'm older and stuff like that. Like, you're going to learn the true value of freedom. That's the thing as a man, going your own way. Like, you learn the true value of freedom.
Absolutely.
And I try to tell, and I'm not going to be like, stick my head in the nightclubs and stuff like that. I was never really into that scene.
Nah, it's bullshit.
Yeah, and it's just I don't know, but they. I got some people. Just don't get it. Yeah.
Absolutely. No, that's the truth, man. I have more fun chasing my own dreams and my own ambitions than I would settling down with an American woman. Like, I have more fun chasing what I want and not even having it than I do settling for some fucking American land whale who can't cook for shit and has a horrible attitude, you know?
Exactly. Couldn't agree with you more.
Yeah. I don't even care if I win. I don't even care if I get what I want or if I fail miserably and die.
Right.
I'd rather chase what I want and lose everything than settle for some bitchy American woman and then get divorced, raped 2 years later, and then just pay child support and work some job, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, no, absolutely. It's funny too, because, you know, a lot of people within like the, I guess, like the Middle Eastern community and stuff like that, when they talk about child support and stuff like that, they're just like, oh, you know, it's a rare instance. Everyone's shocked. You know, it happened. It's like, well, the point is that it still fucking happened. Like, you can't do anything about that. You know what I mean? And especially in the United States, I mean, the divorce rates for especially with Muslim couples, it's gonna skyrocket. It's like slowly like up on the trend. It's gonna skyrocket.
Oh, dude, I'll kill myself before I'll pay child support.
Honestly,
I told the bitch the other day, bro. Some chick was talking to me. Some chick asked me, she's like, I don't know how we were talking about kids. I was talking to some chick on Tinder or some shit, and she's like, if we had a kid, she's like, if we had a kid together, would you pay child support? And I literally replied to her, I'm like, I would hang myself before I'd pay you child support.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh my God. Yeah. Like, dude, I'd put all my money. I'd literally send all my money to another country and then just go there before I'd pay child support.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's funny because that's actually when I talk to most chicks too, they're just like, you know, the one thing I love about the United States of America is that I get to keep my kids in this country. And that's when I just end the phone call.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know what? If a girl does that to me, like if she gets pregnant and she's like, no, I'm keeping the kid and you know, it's gonna be my kid. I'm like, all right, bitch, you can have that kid, but I'm not paying child support and I'm never gonna see you. So have fun raising this kid by yourself with no support, because I'll just go to the Middle East and let you fucking starve here. Like, I'm not. And here's the thing: if a bitch has the nerve to have a kid without your consent, like let's say you have a one night stand and she gets pregnant, you might as well abandon that kid, because if she has the nerve to have that kid without your consent, you know she's going to use that kid as a weapon against you every time she's not getting what she wants. You know, if she's mad at you, she's going to say, oh, no, you can't come see the kid this weekend. So you might as well just abandon that kid anyway. Because it's not your kid. Because in America, they're not your kids. They're her kids by law.
Exactly.
So fuck it. Might as well walk away.
That's where the saying where mama's baby daddy's meat comes from. You know what
exactly.
I mean? So I know. That's why I don't roll with that. You know.
Nah, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it was great to talk to you, man. I always wanted to call in for a while.